All right, let's turn to the NDIS. Health Minister Mark Butler has announced that he's going to rein in the NDIS after the Sydney Morning Herald revealed that almost 1 in 6 6-year-old boys are enrolled in the scheme. 1 in 6 boys are part of the NDIS. And the Herald also reported that more than 71% of new participants have entered on an autism diagnosis. So let's have a look at what Mark Butler had to say about this.
Children with mild to moderate levels of developmental delay and autism should not, in my view, be on a scheme set up for permanent disability.
So, Dave, Mark Butler is saying that these children with mild cases of autism will now be moved across to a different scheme. It's going to be called Thriving Kids. But do you think this is the answer? This isn't really solving the issue, isn't it? It's just setting up another taxpayer-funded scheme.
Well, look, I think that's right. That's my concern. I think that the big problem here is the growth in the NDIS spending has been growing at, I think, 20 to 22% over the last several years. At this rate, next year, it will eclipse our entire spending on our defence forces, which is a horrifying statistic. And all the government is committed to doing is reducing the spending to 8% annualised growth. That's still about 4 to 5 times faster than the economy is growing. It is simply not sustainable, and I think tough decisions need to be taken about eligibility, about means testing potentially, and about what sorts of conditions warrant your inclusion in this scheme and which ones don't, because otherwise the scheme will continue to grow out of control and basically eat more and more of the government budget.
Richard, what do you think about this? Do you think, like Dave does, that the NDIS has to be seriously curtailed because it's just unsustainable for our budget?
Oh, I think the spending has to be reined in. You can't allow it to go on the way it is. The increases each year are getting ridiculous. So there has to be some government intervention and a change in the way we do business.
Just finally, the Herald Sun reported today that new schools in Victoria are going to be given Indigenous names rather than geographical ones. The move is in the name of reconciliation. We'll bring up on the screen some of the names for new schools. Dave, is this just a case of virtue signalling, or do you think this will help close the gap?
No, I don't think it'll help close the gap. I mean, look, I've got no problem with Indigenous names and language being used, but I don't think it needs to be a uniform policy that every new school should be named after a place which most people would be unfamiliar with the meaning of that place. I think I think it is virtue signalling. I think it's going way too far.
Richo, what do you think?
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to sit here and try and defend that. It's just way over the top.
Yeah, like so many things with the Victorian government. All right, Dave Sharma, Richo, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.